Welcome to Christ Ambassador TV channel, where you're listening to a spirit-filled and edified video that will help your spiritual life to grow. Please do well to watch this video to the end, and please like our video, share it viral, and subscribe to our channel. We love you. Thank you.
Sir, you don't walk to be a prophet. You don't fast to be a prophet. You are chosen by the Elohim of all Elohims. Him alone can choose his messengers. There's no fasting to become a prophet. There's no long prayer to become a prophet. He said, Jacob have I loved, Esau have I hated. Look at the testimonies of the prophets in scripture. None of them said I was fasting and then I got a call. The Bible said the word of the Lord came. Make them doing their own businesses. Don't allow this generation to corrupt you. Don't allow them to make you fall from grace. God is the only one that is the giver of all good things, things not merited. This is why, to speak to a nation, he can pick the weakest thing and say, this one will be my nabi. He can meet the rejected girl washing plate and say, this one will be my nabi. And this is why when a prophet is chosen, sir, grace is given to him or her for their ministry. You don't bite. If you like, be eating akpu every day. If he wants you to fast, he will tell you, go on a fast. The way you march will be by his ordinances. There is no manual. This is why we have less and less prophets in our generation, because we have more and more manuals. To be a prophet, you must isolate yourself. These things are not brought about by the will of man. A man is watching Netflix on his own. All of a sudden, an angel walks into his room. It's God who chooses. You can desire to prophesy in the church, but you cannot desire to be a nabi. You have to be chosen from the foundation of the world. Paul, the apostle, he did not desire to be an apostle. Chosen before time began. This is an election by grace. You can fast more than the prophet, but he is still the prophet. You can pray more than him, but he is still the prophet. God will look at you praying, he will go and tell him your message. That's how God is. He will look at you fasting. The prophet is watching Netflix. He will say, that one fasting here, go and tell him this. Moses was on his own. God came and exposed the gossip of Miriam and Aaron. Yes. This is why true prophets are not puffed up, because you know you didn't do anything to deserve it. He chose you to be his nabi. Your defense is God. Your strength is God. He is the one who puts honor upon you. He's the one that causes the people to fear you. So whatever he chooses you for, whatever order, in fact the death of a prophet, he calls it glorifying God. They glorify God by their death. And those who have been chosen to be martyrs like Abel, they will be given grace for that ministry. Every prophet has grace for the rejection, for the sorrow, for the pain, for the suffering. If the pain and the sorrow and the suffering makes you become fake, you are not a prophet in the first place. How many prophets in scripture did you hear that they backslided? Today we hear that all kinds of prophets are backsliding. How many did you hear? They were so caught up in the duties of God, they didn't care about the reward, the testimony, the glory. They didn't care about gold, not the kingdom of Israel. All they were doing was to stand before their king.
This is not a laughing matter. We realize in this video that you cannot pray to be or fast to be a prophet, but you can pray and fast to enter prophetic. That means you can prophesy after you've prayed or fasted, but you cannot be a prophet. A prophet is a calling. It's a great lesson that our prophet teaches here. It's a great lesson because there are so many people over there that they want to become a prophet by force. You cannot be a prophet if you are not calling to a prophet according to what he said, but you can prophesy while praying. And I pray the Lord will give us understanding.